The 21st of May. National holiday celebrated in 2024. Summer day dedicated to memory. Apostle John the theologian and saint. This holiday celebrates the great Arseny. Holds special significance for the Christian community, because it occurred on this day. Important event of the adoption of the wheat network. Traditions of the popular calendar on this day. Also called Shanichnikov Yoann. The theologian was one of Christ's disciples and was distinguished by special qualities after Christ's death. He took care of the Virgin Mary, which made him unique among apostles. That is why the Church reads the Gospel of John the theologian on this Believers' Day. Believe that May 21st. Special signs. They say that on this day, especially favorable for sowing wheat and also make and donations in memory of the Apostle John of God and Saint the Great Arseny. So Ivan's feast is on the day. Arseny is an important event for Christian community and symbolizes special connection with the Apostle John, theologian and Saint Great Arseny. On this day believers perform special rituals and prayers to honor the memory these saints and ask for their intercession before the Lord. Today is a special day when fortune will smile on those who follow the signs and performs even the simplest action, but also, it is necessary to take into account categorical prohibitions on certain actions on this holiday. On this day, it is customary to pray to the saint John, the theologian, known for his favor towards women and always ready to help meet requests. Believe me. Associated with May says that if a woman bakes a pie on this day and then the house will be filled with a special spirit of harmony and prosperity that Saint John is ready to provide support and assistance in resolving domestic problems, issues and needs. It is important to remember that every action and prayer on this day carries a special meaning and can attract special blessing from above for the holiday. Baked pie becomes a symbol, good luck and success, but you also cannot eat. It is better not to treat yourself, the family members. Just go out on the street and give a gift to passers-by. And if it doesn't fit, then donate to neighbors. The main thing is that they are strangers and not relatives. The remaining pieces of the pie can be shared with birds to attract good luck to you. Home. If you cannot deliver the pie, it is better that people divide into bird food. In this case, well-being and joy will visit your home. But remember, on today you cannot return home with a whole. Will bring the pie or its remnants. Misfortune exists. Ancient traditions bake special pies on May 21st. Believe that this ritual will bring good luck and prosperity throughout the year, but before sharing pie with the birds is important to pronounce a special spell that will protect happiness in wise years of life. Forget to thank a higher power. May kindness and mercy be with you every day. The bread of your work will be enough, and may old age not deprive you of joy. Blessing for sharing bread with hard-working laborer and the support of the elderly in your aspirations. This is true happiness. Kindness surrounds you and you can do it. See good people around you. Amen. For the road where everything was deserted stood two. There were several strangers in front of them. Bags of bread they were collecting. Take it further, but before they start their further journey, decided to share their bread with the people whom they will meet on the way, because they believed in sharing the fruits of their labor. Bless your wanderer 3 times. The custom was always to give a piece bread to beggars and ask them. They often pray for a good harvest. Stopped near the fields to help turn the horses and have something to eat. They also added bread at this time, even more dough for a huge amount. The pies they baked for their travel. After all, they believed that the more pies the better. Came the day, May 21st. The long-awaited day of the harvest of your bread. Abundance promised a wonderful year for families. The year when hunger will not be theirs. Neighbors and relatives were companions, invited for pies to share the joy of a rich harvest on this day. Special attention was given to the care. Special pies were baked for the sick, which added cottage cheese made. This healing product is made with red cow's milk. Baking tended to speed up recovery as soon as the patient ate. He immediately began to prepare a pie of these. Also on this day special attention paid to the future cucumber harvest. Arseny, the small son of the family, wheat and offered a cucumber. They dreamed of joining him. About long and crunchy cucumbers with some grains so that they remain tasty and juicy. So May 21st became not only the day of the harvest and pies, but also D&M caring for the sick. For the future cucumber harvest this day became a kind of ritual for the whole family and girls who believed in the power of this special day in ancient times for women developed complex rituals. With the aim of attracting the groom they not only baked pies, but created. The true magic is to display them. A window so that the smell attracts what you desire. The man was then covered with pies, linen towel and wait to cool. Then they waved a towel outside the gate as a sign. Expectations of homemade mummers. Rituals were not just common. Sitting at the table preparing food. Housewife whose skillful hand created pies. If the pie was raw or burned it was a bad sign for groom. If the pie was perfect, baked promised a good fate and a prosperous future thanks to such. The groom could immediately perform magical rituals, determine which girl is behind it, pies and how will be his future wife. On Arseny's holiday, healers read wheat farmer asking for blessing. Everyone leaving on a trip or important meeting. This ceremony was performed to ensuring a happy and successful journey. Especially May 21st freshly baked bread baked with a mother's love or close elderly relatives. This ritual included the recitation of a special prayers said over the bread. Over the bread filled it with protective power against obstacles and problems. After that, enchanted, he placed the bread on his chest so that accompany on the way and protect from misfortunes. Today we will talk about the secrets and legends associated with ancient rituals under a tree with a male name. Oak maple. The ancient people believed that the poplar, before going to bed, finds special power and connection with the afterlife. Then we read our prayers 3 times, placing bread on the guardian angel's head. This ritual was considered mandatory before long journey to ensure protection and the path of good luck. Second signaling for May 21st. Pie distributed brings good luck and happiness, and if fed, this pie is for the birds. Magnificent luck is not. We'll wait for the red sky. Sunset indicates good weather. In the morning they talk about rains. A rainy day promises a rich harvest. Folklore signs of mushrooms explaining what you can do. May 21st imbued with wisdom, centuries and sacred rites. I fill this day with a special meaning and magic over time. Traditions. Shenichnikov visibly changed now. Baking a pie has become a true ritual, requiring strict adherence. Certain rules come first. It is worth that the pie dough only the most experienced should knead. Housewife, otherwise you risk losing well-being, and happiness increases many times. It is important to understand that baking a pie should start very early. In the morning. At this time of day magic works with special power and must be in complete silence and solitude. If someone unexpectedly enters the house during this, the process needs to be urgently baptized. Entry doors and pray the Lord's Prayer. We must not forget that to avoid surprises. It is better to put a guard to protect a sacred rite is a violation. Fragile balance during baking a pie can lead to irreversible consequences. On Arseny's day, when the sky smiles favorably and nature is full of light and warmth, agricultural traditions are awakening too. After all, the pies of life are plentiful on the table. The more there are, the better the harvest will be. Bread is an important event in ancient customs when everyone who comes to visit should not leave empty-handed. The symbol of wheat pie for departing guests, observing ancient rituals and wishes. The kindness and happiness of the housewife who baked the pies should definitely stay at home at night to bring abundance and well-being, but you need them before lunch. Take them to the crossroads to share with passers-by or give to the poor is not just an act of kindness, but also a talisman against troubles and hunger. In the past, it was said that if you do not follow this custom, the house may experience misfortune and need. So, pies and blessings for the house become an important part of rituals and traditions, recalling the importance of mutual support and generosity. Kindness and generosity are important qualities to show every day to maintain harmony in relationships. Despite possible misunderstandings, arguing with loved ones is not worth it, as even a small disagreement can turn into a serious conflict. Today, you cannot lend money, and taking them is a bad sign on May 21st and can cause problems. Today we need to take care of ourselves and pay attention to others, especially if there have been problems with gastrointestinal function. Engage in responsible activities. Arsenia is important to be prepared for difficulties and unforeseen obstacles with enemies in such situations. It is best to act wisely and patiently, because this is the only way to achieve what you want, the result, and avoid unsatisfactory consequences of the occupation, hobby, or favorite routine. Work on this day has its own feature. It should not be washed or ironed according to the usual schedule. If the clothes get dirty quickly, you will have to do it again. Put it in order. The work that needs to be postponed to another time. Spend today studying nature, dacha matters, or signs of mushroom harvesting. It is said that if it rains on May 21st, then in the morning on the day of Saint Arseny will be red. If the clouds are floating, it may indicate a beautiful day. If there is a storm at night, you can expect dry weather. It is important to take into account all the signs of nature so that you conduct your business correctly and do not ignore the warnings of the elements. It is believed that those born on this day, where sparrows sang in the warm weather, have a special gift of intuition and calmness. Ivan the theologian, buried in the sand, symbolizes deep thoughts and desires for understanding. Throughout the world, a strong wind sign reminds us of the power of natural phenomena and their influence on our consciousness. People like Ivan are kind and selfless, accepting peace and people as they are. I wish you, dear viewers, experience joy and well-being following the example of those born on this special day. Like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with new videos and learn more about mysticism and symbolism around us, as well as important day traditions and signs. After all, every little detail of nature and every phenomenon can lead to deep meaning and lesson for us. I wish you and your loved ones good health.